EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
There we go. Coming to you, coming to you. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. There we go, going to 53. No, off. 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Throwing, Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Prescott on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Elliott. And an alley to run. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st. Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw now. Prescott, flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Here we go. You got nothing today. You got nothing. 47. Check it. 26.
Now here's Pollard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
It's third and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott there to make the grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, it's Jackson. Snead's got it. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, Ingram. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Let's go, G.
Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Prescott from the gun, eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And Forbath will put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check 55, Mike. Check pass. Check pass.
From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. I know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Coming. Mike 55, Mike 55. All day, just like that.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Buddy up. 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Who's on focus? Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill. Mike 55. Hey, 55. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
We got this. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Screen. I got you. You're all mine, baby.
From the gun, Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 55, Mike said. Watch it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Throwing is Jackson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Set the tone, defense.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson now. A final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down, and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. They run, it's Mark Ingram, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Jackson steps away. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Seth Roberts there to make the grab. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
50 seconds to Mike. Target.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott has got his target. It's caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Being chased out left. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Forbath will put this one through, And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Jackson to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back now in Arlington. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Ready? 55. 55, eat. Check. 55, 55. Check. Yeah. Let's go, right here. 55, right there in the middle, 55.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. A gain of 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st. Jackson now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Malik Collins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation.
And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. Hey, let's get in that hole.
Now Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Elliott on 1st down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Man, I got you.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.